Glass top stoves look sleek, but cleaning them correctly is essential to avoid scratches and clouding. In this video, we'll cover the most common mistakes people make, from reaching for steel wool and abrasive pads to cleaning while the surface is still hot, and even using regular glass cleaners like Windex. We'll also talk about neglecting daily maintenance, sliding heavy cookware, using the wrong cookware materials, and trying DIY methods to remove scratches. You'll learn why microfiber cloths beat paper towels, why harsh chemical cleaners should be avoided, and how to keep knobs and surrounding areas clean. 1. Using steel wool and abrasive scrubbing pads. One of the most damaging mistakes people make is reaching for steel wool or abrasive scouring pads when tackling stubborn stains. That's because glass can be scratched by anything that's harder than it, including steel. So what are steel wool pads made from? Bundled up fine metal wires. Steel is a type of metal that have abrasive edges, sold with or without cleaning agents within. Steel wool is often used in place of sandpaper. These materials act like sandpaper on your delicate glass surface, leaving behind permanent scratches that can't be repaired. All stovetops will get full of icky stuff, but ceramic glass surfaces shouldn't be cleaned in the same ways or they can scratch and become discolored. Also avoid using steel wool on stainless steel, plastic, and non-stick coatings. It's too abrasive for these as well. Instead, microfiber towels are also less expensive than disposable paper towels because they can be reused time and time again. Use them to work in baking soda paste, Afresh, and other store-bought and homemade cleaning solutions onto your glass cooktop. Grab a fresh microfiber towel, run it under the faucet, and wipe off the cleaner. Use a second one to dry the cooktop. 2. Cleaning while the surface is still hot. Before you dive into cleaning it, you must make sure the range is completely cool. This is done in part to avoid burning your hand as you clean the surface, but also because spraying or applying any cleaning product when the stovetop is hot can burn the solvent right onto the glass, making the task at hand even more challenging. Many homeowners make the critical mistake of trying to clean spills immediately while the stove is still warm, thinking it'll be easier to wipe away fresh messes. Not only is touching a hot cooktop generally a bad idea, but spraying any type of cleaner onto the glass while it's still hot can actually burn pits into the surface. Not only is touching a hot cooktop generally a bad idea, but spraying any type of cleaner onto the glass while it's still hot can actually burn pits into the surface. Another reason to hold off is unwanted fumes. That's right, those can develop if you use a cleaning product on a still hot stove top. Hot vinegar smells especially bad. The product also evaporates and won't be as effective. This creates permanent damage that's impossible to reverse, essentially ruining your expensive appliance. 3. Using regular glass cleaners like Windex. Using Windex, which contains ammonia, can cause damage to glass cooktops that manufacturers won't cover. Ammonia can etch the surface of the cooktop. Furthermore, if you forget to wipe it dry and turn on a burner, you release ammonia gas into the air. Many people assume that since their cooktop is made of glass, regular window cleaners would work perfectly fine. Just avoid any ammonia-based glass cleaner, like Windex, which can dull the glass surface and leave streaks. And steer clear of any abrasive products that can scratch the surface. Glass cleaning products might seem to be a good choice for ceramic glass top stoves and cooktops, but they could have harsh ingredients and also leave streaks. And if used too often, they could also cause permanent staining. The chemical composition designed for windows simply isn't compatible with the specialized ceramic glass used in cooktops. 4. Neglecting daily maintenance and letting spills build up. There are almost always water stains, grease drops, or dried food globs on there after it's used. Even tiny spatters are noticeable because the surface is so dark and shiny. And if you keep using it without cleaning the surface, that gunk accumulates, heats up, cools down. It'll be that much harder to remove and the crustiness could leave scratches when you wipe it off. This creates a vicious cycle where neglect leads to more aggressive cleaning methods that damage the surface. By this time, it'd surely be tempting to take a pass on cleaning the glass top stove, but in the long run it's much easier to spend an extra minute or two on it. Then, use a microfiber cloth to gently wipe any liquid and residue away. Use a dry microfiber cloth to buff any streaks from the surface to reveal a crystal clear glass top stove. First and foremost, the easiest way to keep your glass top stove clean is by wiping down the surface after each use. Ideally, you'll want to use a microfiber cloth or sponge moistened with vinegar or water, and never a scouring pad or scrub brush. Simple daily maintenance prevents the need for intensive scrubbing later. 5. Sliding heavy cookware across the surface. Sliding pots and pans. Avoid dragging cookware across the stovetop's smooth surface. Always lift pots and pans to prevent their bottoms from leaving scratches on your glass cooktop. This is one of the most common ways people unknowingly damage their cooktops during regular cooking. Cast iron deserves a special mention because while it is an amazing material for cooking, it is extremely heavy and can do some serious damage to glass stovetops. Take extreme care whenever placing your cast iron cookware on the surface and be sure not to drag it over the glass. The weight will increase the chances of deep scratches. We have had our Samsung glass stop stove for about 2 weeks and have cooked on the top maybe 5 times. We are using stainless pans and pots and are extremely careful to not slide them around and keep the bottom free of debris. After cooking 4 or 5 times, there are now major scuffs and scratches that will not clear up with washing. Even seemingly gentle movements can create permanent damage, especially when debris gets trapped between the pot bottom and the cooktop surface. 6. Using the wrong cookware materials. Try to avoid pots and pans made from glass, stoneware, ceramic or cast iron, which can scratch the surface of a glass top stove. Even aluminum foil can mar the glass. Many people don't realize that their cookware choices can significantly impact their cooktop's longevity. The sad truth is that all types of pans are capable of scratching your glass stove. You can, however, deter scratches by opting for a design with a smooth base, such as stainless steel. Enameled or ceramic pans also feature a particularly smooth finish, which helps prevent scratches. Make sure the cooktop surface is always clean. Coarse particles such as salt, ground pepper, rosemary, etc., may get trapped between the bottom of pans and the cooktop surface, which can cause scratches. And make sure you clean the underside regularly to prevent residue from burning to the base and scratching your cooktop in the future. The combination of wrong materials and trapped debris creates the perfect storm for surface damage. 7. Attempting to remove scratches with DIY methods. Scratches are not removable, especially deep scratches. Small scratches typically will become less visible after cleaning. Some marks that only look like scratches can be removed altogether by cleaning. Many homeowners waste time and potentially cause more damage by trying to buff out scratches with homemade solutions. A scratched glass cooktop is not just an aesthetic issue, it can also become a breeding ground for bacteria, transforming into stubborn grime that proves challenging to clean. Furthermore, these scratches can weaken the glass's integrity, increasing its susceptibility to cracks and further damage. They are not scratches but small pieces of the bottoms of your pan. It's almost like residue, however, it looks like scuffs. Definitely try the razor. If the razor doesn't get it off, unfortunately, it's permanent. However, you should be able to get almost all of it off. Understanding the difference between actual scratches and removable residue is crucial before attempting any repair methods. 8. Using paper towels instead of microfiber cloth. Surprisingly, paper towels are actually relatively abrasive as well, so they should be avoided when wiping down a glass surface. Instead, microfiber cloths make for a great way to remove food particles and dust while preserving the cooktop underneath. This seemingly innocent mistake can create countless tiny scratches that accumulate over time, giving the surface a hazy appearance. A microfiber cloth works better than regular towels or paper towels, which can leave streaks and fuzz across your freshly cleaned surface. You'll definitely want to avoid using abrasive sponges or brushes. These can leave lots of tiny surface scratches and give the glass top stove an overall hazy appearance. The microscopic fibers in paper towels act like sandpaper on the delicate glass surface, especially when used repeatedly over time. 9. Using harsh chemical cleaners. Another common mistake when it comes to cleaning glass stovetops is using the wrong cleaning supplies. Aggressive solutions such as bleach, ammonia, and rust remover should never be used on these cooktops because they can cause irreversible damage such as scratches or permanent stains. In other instances, you may see discoloration after using the wrong kinds of cleaning solutions or tools. Harsh chemicals like ammonia can damage the glass, while scrubbing tools can leave behind small abrasions. This is especially true if you spill hot grease onto your glass cooktop or use the wrong cleaner. Many commercial glass cleaners are designed for windows and don't react well to being heated. Avoid putting any harsh chemicals, bleach, or ammonia, or cleaning solutions containing those ingredients on your glass cooktop, even when cold. Ammonia-based glass cleaner. Ammonia-based glass cleaners are too harsh for glass stovetops and can cause streaking or permanent damage. They're also highly toxic to the lungs and other organs, as discussed in 5 Best Ammonia-Free Cleaning Products. These powerful chemicals can etch the surface permanently and create health hazards. 10. Forgetting to clean stovetop knobs and surrounding areas. Pull each cooktop knob directly away from the control panel to remove, then wash them in your sink with water and dish soap. To help avoid damage, do not soak the knobs or remove the seals underneath. Dry and replace. Many people focus solely on the glass surface while neglecting the knobs and control areas, which can harbor grease and bacteria. These components require regular cleaning to maintain both hygiene and functionality. Grease buildup on knobs can affect their operation and create an unsanitary cooking environment. The surrounding stainless steel areas also need attention to prevent corrosion and maintain the appliance's overall appearance. Neglecting these areas creates an incomplete cleaning routine that can lead to premature wear and potential safety issues.